Hello guys, right, we got an Etsy sale, so we're melting down some pewter and I'll show you what I'm going to make. Right, a dramatic change of plan. Something happened and I had to stop earlier, and it's now too dark and cold outside. So Zoe's kindly allowed me to use the kitchen now that everybody's gone to bed. So, like I said, I made another sale on Etsy, and it was for a pewter made knight on horseback. This consists of 3 moulds. Now the moulds are cold, so I'm not expecting them to come out right the first time. So we're just letting the pewter remelt. I'll get these moulds ready and we'll go from there. Alright, excuse the angle. Right, I hope you can still see. So here's the first part of the mould. This is the horse. The pewter is almost melted, so I thought I'd show you what I do next. What I'm going to do is sprinkle a tiny bit of talc or baby powder onto the mould. Get it good and covered. This protects the mould a little bit from the heat, and it also allows for the liquid metal to flow properly around the actual mould itself. You can see it a bit more clearer now. So now what I do is I line them up. Now the first one might not come out so well. I'm putting these boards on to strengthen it. Got these clamps. Clamp it together. Then just pour the liquid into there, let it settle, then take it out and have a look. So when the pewter is fully melted, I'll scoop the scum off the top and we'll go from there. Right, so I scooped off some of the scum on the top. I forgot to say I put an elastic band around about 3/4 of the way up to give it a bit more support. I need to get 2 more of these clamps at some point. So this is going to stink, but you can't smell it. So if you see any smoke, don't be alarmed. I am well ventilated. I have windows opened and it's only rubber, and this pewter is lead free. So here we go. So that's it, working its way around the mould inside. That smoke there is coming from the rubber of the mould. Right, I'll be back shortly. Right, ignore the mess in the background. Right, let's have a look. This is the horse, don't forget. I'm not expecting it to come out very well, because the mould works best when it's warm. Having said that, that looks pretty decent actually. That looks pretty alright. See, there's the arm. Well, I hope you can see this. There's the arm and sword. Bit of flashing there on top of the horse, which I'll trim. I'll cut the arm off there. There's a horsey tail, which I'll cut and trim. And there's a shield, which I'll cut off and trim. So that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Yeah, very happy with that. So what I'll do is now I'll do the second half of the horse, and hopefully that'll come out just as good. Right, that's the first one that I did. I did another one because I want to have one for myself. for my shelf, but I poured it and it turned out like this. The sword wasn't forming. It wasn't forming. So what I had to do is get my little Dremel tool. I drilled a tiny vent hole just above where the sword is, and it's come out alright. Just got to trim it a little where it's flashed. So that's one half of the horsey. I'll remelt that one. Keep those out, keep those two. So this is the second half. Looks complicated, but it's not. You've got the horse body there. These knobbly bits here are just something for the liquid to flow into. You've got an arm there, and that arm you'll attach the shield to. You've got the horse head there. Okay, so let's powder them up. Just like so. Again, this mould is quite cold, so it might not form properly. Elastic band, and it's snapped. Oh, that's not good. Alright, let's see if I find another one. Alright, I got Khaleesi's hairband. It might work. Let's try. Couldn't find any elastic bands. Yeah, there might be a bit of flashing on that one, because that's why I need 2 more clamps. I might see if I can afford to buy some tomorrow. Definitely need some. Right, we'll leave that for a few minutes and then I'll be back. Back in a minute. Right, so whilst I was waiting for that, I cut out one half of the horse, the shield, the sword arm, and the horsey tail. So let's open this up and see how it turned out. Did say there's probably a lot of flashing, so I need to get myself a couple of clamps. Oh, no flashing. Well, almost none. There we are. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Oh, easy. Let's get that out. Yeah, I like that. You see, there's the horsey head, legs with bits and pieces attached. Well, I'll cut all those away. There's the shield bearing arm, and this bit here is redundant, so I'll cut that off. As this bit at the back. Yeah, happy with that. Right, I'll let that cool down and I'll trim it out, trim it up. Alright, I'll tell you what, we're going to pour a second one for myself. And then we'll go from there. So I'm quite looking forward to my 101st giveaway, which will be coming up shortly. Won't be long. The format's changing slightly. So instead of somebody easily winning something, there's going to be a twist. So I hope you'll all join me for that one. Right. let's pour this. How about that? Whew. Better open the door. I just had to shut one of the doors because one of the neighbour's cats just came in. You know. Okay. Back in a sec. Right, whilst we're waiting, this is the rider, the knight himself. And there's the base plate where the horse will stand on. And here is some reins which he's supposed to hold on to. I had to drill some venting holes because it wasn't forming properly. So yeah. Oop, bit too much. Yeah, way too much. Whoa. Whoa, horsey. Okay, put that together. So that's all dusted. So I'm just going to wait for this to cool down a little and I'll be back. Alright, so that one turned out pretty good. This is my, that one there, just for me, that one. Right. So the one that's sold on Etsy is that one, and I'll cut that out and trim it. So now, do the mounted knight. Hopefully it will turn out alright. Again, putting the boards on, hardboard, the clamps, and Khaleesi's hairband. Let's do the pour. Right, this one's got two parts to it. So what Prince August say is to pour one, let it settle for a moment, and then pour the other. It might leak out the sides on this one. Oh, there you go. That's alright, I'm expecting that to happen. That should have stopped. God, I'll tell you what, as Zoe saw that, she'd kick my ass. Alright, do the other part. And there we have it. Yeah, I can see the flashing in between the cracks there. Definitely flashing on this one. Right, we'll see how that turns out in a minute. Right, I've cut and trimmed the other part of the horse, shield arm and the horse's head. So let's set you down there a minute. Let's see how this turned out. I'm not all that confident. Desperately need those clamps. Okay, never mind. We shall persevere. Hey, hey, hey! Happy with that? Just cut it there, there. That bit there is redundant, all of that. There's the reins, just needs a bit of a file. Cut these redundant bits off. Job's a good one. Awesome. Right, I'm going to do another one for myself. And then I'll get back in a sec. Right, so there you have it, folks. That's still a bit hot, so I can't cut the knight out. But the person that bought this will have to glue all this on, glue the horse together, and the head, the tail, stick it on the board, and then of course glue the rider on with all of his arms and shield on, and it will look blooming awesome when it's finished. Right, so that's it. Thanks for joining me. Hope you found something interesting. I'll put a link to my Etsy shop in the description. I do ship outside the UK, but please be aware of the postage. I've had to increase it because of certain issues with the US Postal Service, so I apologise for that. Anyhow, if you'd like to buy something, I'm usually updating it quite a lot and adding more models onto it. That's it for now then, folks. Thanks again. I'll see you on the next.